Like, I don't want things because people want it. I want things because I need it. I think mostly that's what the case is. Because it makes. Does it make sense? Am I tripping? So as we're talking about color, right? I just feel like color is just color, right? And most times it's just crazy, right?
So life no be no and I must say bros I never ever talk to her no life Dede.
So after 5 you don't say you no love her.
Bros after 5 then now no say if you get some kind of person who I probably would like to. So I can't take
But
my
you don't
time.
already use that one now, wash your image. Go far away
Hey,
for
you go
up.
far now. You see, you dey play. They tell me nonsense. You see, you go okay, I don't get self control, but you born one. And they try help your life economy. They talk rubbish.
Fans would just be on their own shouting, leave the day alone, leave Kola alone, leave this person alone. Next minute, you will see two of your faves gisting and chatting. I don't think that this whole Dede and Kola thing is going to end. At least that's her game. That's Kola's game as well. This morning when I was making video about Victory and Jasmine and Thelma, the whole 9 yard, I was trying to double down on the fact that it's difficult to get storyline. So those who are able to get storyline, they just hold on to it. Yeah. And yes, I'm also going to talk about Victory bashing Thelma to culture. First off, thank you for joining me. Do like the video and subscribe to the channel. Let's start with Dede and Kola. You saw how Kola was lingering, like literally lingering, as Dede was dressing up and doing her makeup. Let me tell you, if Koyin was the one that was there, he will not leave until Dede is done and they probably go downstairs together, or maybe he just wants to go and get food. Kola has the opportunity to be around when Dede is dressing up and making up and even having a little chat with his bestie Mide, and you think that Kola is going to leave. Of course he will stay. He did stay. Chatted. You guys, I promise this is going to be a light-hearted video. The only person that I think would probably leave the scene is possibly Jason, and the reason I think Jason would leave the scene is probably because of optics. Jason is so concerned about optics. That's why he keeps going back and forth with Dede. He's always thinking about what people would say, how being with her would make him look. The person that doesn't really care so much is Koyin. Kola also fell into, and that was because of, let me not say Bright. It wasn't just because of Bright. I think because he was talking to so many people about the Dede situation. So it was like getting too many advice from too many people too early into his trying to, be in a ship with Dede. So many of those voices got to him. If it was just him and Dede and maybe few voices, maybe he wouldn't have cared so much about what people would say. And the reason why I'm saying it is because in spite of everything that people have said, Kola still pin for there. Still gree comot. He would still rather spend time. Like, if Kola has the opportunity to chat with Dede, he does not pass on it. Kola will stand on business, promise everybody that now is game time, or he's not ready to be seen as the house boy, Abi Mumu, or whatever name that they usually use. If Dede just smiles Kola way, the way he would ditch that his plan and standing on business and trash them and walk straight to Dede with speed, you'd be like, is this not the person that just said what they said? Nah, Abi, did I not hear well? That is the type of person that Kola is. Okay, and I think it's because he likes her. To get, and for a house like Big Brother house, it just feels like, okay, I have this thing. I might as well just hold on to it. I have great friendships already, right? He has great friendship with Mide. His friendship with Bright too is quite solid because Bright looks out for him and just gives him the guy's guy type of advice. And it may not always be like what's best for Kola or what Kola's heart or mind even wants, but at least I feel like Bright's advice is coming from a good place. People have been saying that Bright is not advising Kola right because Bright also likes Dede. I don't want to lean into that narrative. If I see it, if I see actions that suggest that, I'll be here and we'll talk about it. But for now I'm not going to lean into that narrative. So yeah, Kola pin where Dede is, and he's not moving anywhere anytime soon. Let's move on to the Thelma conversation. Victory and Thelma. At this point, I want to say they hate each other. Okay, like and that insult about being a baby mama and lacking self-respect and self-control, and that being an insult. If the genders were reversed, and I'm not even trying to play the gender card, if the genders were reversed, maybe I am, whatever, would it be a shame that a man has child out of wedlock and it is used as an insult on a guy? Would he, if a man told him you used a woman for highlights and the man was a single father, would he use that to insult a man? Is it possible? And would that really be an insult if he said it to a man? Because yes, he intended it as an insult, but like, would it really be an insult to laugh about, or like to think that, yeah, I really get him well on that particular note? Because it does signify, I think, having child out of wedlock when you are not married does signify a certain level of lack of self-control. I do get that, but maybe I'm overanalyzing this thing. But I feel like, stuff like that should not be something to laugh about and to shame someone for, being a single mother or being a single father. And we are the same society that condemns, I'm trying to use a decent word. Like, if they didn't allow the child to come into this world, do you get, like, you go to a hospital and flush? Why are the both ends of the spectrum shamed? If you flush, you are shamed. Or maybe people won't know anyway, and you probably won't talk about it. Or maybe if you talk about it, of course you'll be shamed. You decide to have the child, you are still shamed for it. Like, I really don't understand. I know that Victory fights like a woman, This insult is probably, like, you would most likely expect it from a woman, and that does not mean that it is okay. I just feel that certain things should not be used as insult for people. Do you get? And this, actually, I have to count this one as among them. I take exception to family members. I take exception to things that a person cannot control that are natural, maybe like body shaming and stuff. And I think this one too, I'm just going to add this one as well. I don't think a person should be shamed because they are single mothers or single fathers. Do you get? Like, these are people who had enough enough discipline to bring another human being into the world. I don't think that should be trivialized and shamed and insulted as, yes, lack of self-control did lead to the first instance. Maybe it did, or maybe not. Sometimes it's just things that, especially maybe you're with someone and you think that you both are going to end up together, you end up like maybe a bad call, a bad judgment of the person that you're with and stuff like that. Even guys, do you get, like, you are with this lady, maybe people have a child together, and then you realize that maybe things got bad to the point where you had to run for your life or stuff like that. You end up being a single father. I don't think the person should be shamed for it. But now they are laughing about it, and now the whole shoving condom in her face thing makes sense. Like, why would you want to do that? Why? No wonder it was such a big deal. He just wanted to shame her. And that's why I kept on going back with the whole, like, person saying no wants condom. Why are you offended? Why does it have to be an insult? Because they have a kid. Like, why? I don't know. It was giving me the aches listening to this conversation, and also just hearing culture laugh. So I feel like culture is In my place, we there's a word. There's a word, and it literally translates to something that is not well cooked, like something undone. Like, yeah, not well cooked. I think that's the word. That's like the literal translation for people that are not very smart upstairs. Like they are not wise. Yes, I think it is wisdom. They are not wise. There are some things you are not supposed to laugh to. And the fact that you find them funny means that you are not a wise person, that you don't have empathy. I didn't mean to drag victory like this, but yeah, here we are. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Was it okay to use being a single mother as an insult on Thelma, and then the whole doubling down with the condom thing in the comment section? And definitely like the video, subscribe to the channel, and as always, let's chat in the comments.